everyone. Good morning, everyone. So, hi guys, how are you all, everyone? A very good morning to all of you, all those who are present. Guys, this is your educator Shweta Sharma, and I've come here today to explain you about a very new topic. Not exactly new, but yeah, new from my side. So, I'll be explaining you all about political parties, and it's a very important topic from Democratic Politics Part 2 for class 10th people. So now all those people who will be going in class 11th and will be giving their board examinations, this topic is something which you need to know. It's a must know topic. How political parties function in our country, what is the meaning of a political party, what are the components, and apart from that, why are they important for us, why are they necessary, what kind of parties are there, how many kind of party systems are there. So everything will be covered by me in today's session. So all you have to do is to listen carefully and put down all your doubts if you have any in the comment section. I will be checking out and I can also inform you what will be the answer. So guys, once again, very good morning to all of you. So let's start. I guess the topic is going to be political parties. Once again, guys, I'm going to be repeating. If you have any doubts related to the topic, please make sure that you let me know, and I will be helping you out with the other details. I'll be telling you how to resolve your doubt, how to understand this chapter in a much more better way. And I'm sure after this session, you will be able to understand how this works and how political party works in our country, what are the different kinds, and all about that. So why, let's get started with this. Okay. Okay, so before I start, let me just give a quick introduction about myself very quickly. My name is Shweta Sharma and I'm a plus educator for class 9th. I also teach class 10th on YouTube itself. So I'm not currently taking plus classes in the special classes for class 10th. I'm only taking YouTube sessions. So I'm trying to get you guys some really good topics which are really important from board's perspective. If there's any suggestion which you would like to make related to any particular topic, just do let me know so that I can come and teach you guys that. So yes, I am a social science educator on Unacademy for class 9th, 10th and 12th. I also teach political science to class 12th. I'm from Delhi, the capital city. Apart from that, I've been associated with the Unacademy since May 2020. It's been a long time. So, and my profile is mentioned in the description box. So in case if you want to follow and check out the new courses which are live on Unacademy, just go to the profile, follow it, and let me know if there's any doubt related to that. Okay, so I think we can start. Great. So guys, before I start, let me just give you a quick introduction about what do we understand by political party. Now, before I start, I would really want you guys to think, what do you understand by political party? Like, we have been hearing so many things, like one, there's BJP, there's Congress, there's Aam Aadmi Party, there's RJD, there's DMK, there's AIDMK. So there are n number of parties which are there in our country, like more than, and to be very honest, there are more than 700 parties. I guess this is something which is not a new information. You have already knowing this since class 9th, right? There are more than 700 parties which are registered in our country, of course, and that's shocking because India is a multi-party system. That's one thing that everyone needs to know. But what exactly is a political party? I mean, what do they do? What do these people do, right? So yeah, this is what we are here to understand. Now I'll be telling you from A to Z about a political party. I'll be explaining you how they works, what is the definition, what is it that you can write. This chapter is very important from the examination point of view because it teaches you how one thing works, which is a very important and essential part of our Indian government system. Not just Indian government system, but any government system. So let's start with our definition and introduction a little bit. A political party, one second, yeah. A political party is an organization formed by a group of people with a certain ideology. Guys, certain means that has to be something which is very fixed. Now if we talk about BJP in this case, so there's one thing which is very sure, that they follow Hindutva, right? And this is something which everyone knows, right? So this is their ideology. They follow cultural integration, humanism, Hindutva. So this is their ideology, which is very certain, which is very clear. Okay, right. So similarly, there are many other parties which has their own ideology. Like if we talk about Communist Party of India, so they have their own ideology that they're going to be, working towards. There's certain ideology of Marxism. They have been following socialism. They have been following Karl Marx, Frederick Engels, and people like that who supported socialism once. So basically, this is their ideology. Now, a certain ideology and agenda to contest election, guys, this is very important. Okay, so the main agenda, the main function of any political party is to contest elections, okay, and hold power in the government. Now, that is something which is very important. Okay, so a political party is an organization. It's an organization made up by 4-5 people, more than that, 400 people. There can be n number of people. There's no limitation कि एक पार्टी में कितने लोग होंगे. हो सकता है एक पार्टी में 100 लोग हों. हो सकता है एक पार्टी में 2000 people will be there. जरूरी नहीं है कि सारे leaders हों. It's not necessary that all the 2000 people will be leaders. It's not necessary that all the 100 people will not be leaders. They can be. But that completely depends upon the party size, whether it's a national party, whether it's a state party, whether it's just, like a village party or something of that sort. So that completely depends. Now, what they do, they contest elections. One thing which I would like to pay quite attention to is contest elections. दो चीजें होती हैं basically, conduct and contest. Now, if you guys are smart enough, just tell me what is the difference between conduct and contest. Okay, so I have seen a lot of people writing that political parties conduct elections. That's actually a wrong word to say, because they don't. They don't conduct elections. Elections are conducted by Election Commission. They only participate, which means they contest. They are the participating unit. So they only contest, political parties. So make sure that whenever you're writing about a political party or their functions maybe, just mention that they contest elections and not conduct elections, because there are two different things. These are two different things, and we do not want to mix these two different things with each other. So please make sure that you're taking care of this thing. Okay, apart from that, there's one more thing. Moving on to the next topic, which is kind of very important over here. Let's see. A political party has 3 components. Components का मतलब होता है anything, the mixture. Suppose if we are talking about this beaker and we have like a liquid in that, like a chemical. So this particular chemical is made up of few things. Let's talk about water. Water is made up of H, hydrogen, and oxygen both. So these two are the components and of water, right? Similarly, a political party is also made up of 3 kinds of people. Number 1, a leader. Number 2, active members, the people who actually work for a party. Then the third, followers, people like you and me. There will be a leader who will be holding the power. There will be active members who will be helping the leaders and everyone. And there will be the followers, people like us who are indirectly involved. So if I give you an example of BJP, let's say, right now they are in the center. Narendra Modi, who is the Prime Minister of the country and also one of the leaders of the political party, right? One of the leaders, not the sole leader. He's the leader. Active members are the people who are working with him from the party, right? And the followers are people like us, you, me, who follows BJP. So this is how we can say that, political party has 3 components. Okay, great. So in this session, we shall see how political parties function and how they are essential for a democratic system. This is what we're going to be talking about. So just make sure that you're understanding each and every topic here. Okay, guys, so the next very important topic that we're going to be discussing are the functions of a political party. How political party functions, what is it that they do, how is it important, and why is it necessary. So this is what we're going to be talking about. In case if you have any doubts, please Feel free and do not hesitate to ask the doubts in the comment section. Once I see it, I will be replying and I will be checking all the other details. So let's move on and discuss the party functions. So the number one function, the most basic function that they do have is they contest elections. Most basic. और कोई काम नहीं है political parties का सबसे इस काम के अलावा. Like और भी बहुत सारे काम है for sure, but this is the most basic thing that they do. They contest elections, they participate. अगर वो elections में participate नहीं करेंगे, there's no other role for them. So the first thing that they do, they contest elections, they participate, right? Again, do not put conduct, they contest, they participate. In most democracies, elections are fought mainly among the candidates put up by political parties. जैसे कि अगर हम let's again take an example of BJP. BJP made Narendra Modi the candidate as the lead candidate and made him as a prime minister candidate for entire India for the Lok Sabha elections. And when the party won, he became the leader, he became the prime minister. So that is basically, he was the main face of the political party. Similarly, we can say that there are different people who conduct the elections, who contest the elections from different parties, and they become the face of it. Second function is that they put forward their policies and programs before the electorate to consider and choose. Basically, what happens is, whenever a political party is getting into politics and getting into elections, trying to contest the elections, so what they do is they get in and they try to present their ideas, what they are going to be doing about it. Basically, if a political party wants to spread, wants to work towards poverty, wants to reduce poverty, wants to alleviate poverty, then that will be their agenda. If one particular political party wants to work towards women empowerment, then that will be their agenda. So these kind of agendas will be presented by these political parties in front of electorate, in front of the election commission, so that they can get the approval to contest the elections after that. और लोगों के सामने भी ये लोग अपनी जितनी भी जितने भी एजेंडाज होते हैं वो रखते हैं. जब भी आपने इलेक्शन रैलीज देखी होंगी, सारे पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज के लीडर आपसे आके बोलते हैं कि हम ये करेंगे. सो वो उनके एजेंडाज होते हैं, वो उनके प्रोग्राम्स होते हैं, ताकि हम उन प्रोग्राम्स को सुने और हम चूज कर सके कि हमारे लिए कौन सा बेटर है. नेक्स्ट इज parties play a decisive role in making laws for a country. Of course, not everyone can do that. Formally, laws are debated and passed in the legislature. Legislature is made up of all the political party members, to be very honest. Everyone knows that. So yes, parties का काम है, चाहे वो opposition हो, चाहे वो ruling party हो, it doesn't really matter. Legislative assembly यानी कि लोकसभा और विधानसभा में जितने भी ministers होते हैं, जितने भी members होते हैं, वो सब किसी ना किसी political party का हिस्सा होते हैं, और उन सब का ये role होता है कि वो जो भी law बन रहा है उसको बनाने में help करें, उसको pass करने में help करें. अगर लोकसभा में let's say suppose 545 लोकसभा में 545 मेंबर्स हैं, एमपीज हैं, सो वो सब किसी ना किसी पार्टी को बिलोंग करते हैं. हो सकता है कोई बीजेपी से है, हो सकता है कोई ऑपोजिशन से है, कांग्रेस से है, डीएमके से है, कोई टीएमसी से है. सो बहुत सारी पॉलिटिकल पार्टी से लोग हो सकते हैं, और लेकिन उन सबका एक ही कॉमन एजेंडा होता है जब वो लोकसभा और विधानसभा में बैठते हैं कि हम जो भी लॉ बन रहा है उसको हम पास करा सकें मेजॉरिटी के साथ, या अगर वो लोगों के हित में है, लोगों के बेनिफिट में है, सो उसको पास करा सकें. दैट इज बेसिकली अनदर फंक्शन ऑफ योर पॉलिटिकल पार्टी. देन दे फॉर्म एंड रन द गवर्नमेंट. जो भी पॉलिटिकल पार्टी इलेक्शन जीतती है वो गवर्नमेंट फॉर्म करती है और वो सरकार चलाती है. राइट नाउ इट्स एनडीए. Next, those parties that lose the elections play the role of opposition to the party or a group of coalition parties in power by voicing different views and criticizing the government for its failures and wrong policy. And I think this is the best scenario you guys can actually see. There have been a lot of changes which are being done by the ruling party. आप लोग देख भी पा रहे हो न्यूज़ में, हर दिन कुछ ना कुछ आ रहा है, and हर दिन opposition अपना जो फैसला है, they are also saying, this is wrong, this is right, this is wrong, this is right. So you can actually say that the opposition is voicing their opinions a lot about a lot of different issues, and that is what opposition does. तो अगर जो भी पार्टी हारती है, जो भी पार्टी जीतती नहीं है, उनका काम ये होता है कि वो ऑपोजिशन का रोल प्ले करती हैं, और जब अगर उन्हें लगता है कि ये रूल पास नहीं होना चाहिए, ये लॉ गलत है, या फिर ये चीज़ सही नहीं है, तो वो अपनी ओपिनियंस वॉइस आउट करती हैं. वो बोलते हैं कि नहीं, यू आर डूइंग दिस रॉन्ग. और ये सारे आर्ग्यूमेंट्स आप बहुत अच्छे से देख सकते हो इन Lok Sabha sessions or and in Rajya Sabha sessions and in the legislative assembly sessions. बहुत सारे channels हैं, Lok Sabha channel है, Rajya Sabha TV आता है. You can also watch that, also watch the live telecast on Rajya Sabha TV or Lok Sabha TV online, even on YouTube. It's very much available, and I would suggest you guys to please watch it so that to understand how exactly these assembly functions. जब भी संसद की बात आती है या लोक सभा की बात आती है या फिर राज्यसभा की बात आती है, I would want you guys to actually see how they work, how they pass a law. किस तरीके का सेशन होता है लोकसभा में, किस तरीके का सेशन होता है राज्यसभा में, लोग किस तरीके से बात करते हैं. You know, if somebody wants to speak out something, if somebody want to raise their opinions about something, how they do that. So this is something which is extremely important. So if you can watch these videos even on YouTube, there are plenty, the channel is available. You can check that channel and you can actually see the functioning of Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha on the TV itself. So that's actually a very informative insight in case if you want to do that. Okay, next thing, the parties shape public opinions. They raise and highlight the issue of importance. Basically, suppose मेरा area है और मेरे area से कोई political party का member खड़ा हो रहा है and he is contesting the elections. He or she is contesting the elections. In that case, अगर मेरे area में suppose electricity नहीं आती है, right, and it's a big issue. It's not even a small issue. So what am I going to do, right? I am going to go ahead and raise my demands in front of that person who is going to contest elections from my area. I will be saying कि देखो हमारे area में electricity नहीं आ रही है. Now you have to do something about it if you want us to vote for you, right? So basically he is going to raise that topic amongst his party members or in his government. He will be telling and he will be doing something about it if he's a genuine person. If he's not a genuine person, if he wants to do anything about it, then definitely I have my own correction to make. Next time election में शायद मैं उसे vote ना दूँ, right? So अगर वो चाहता है कि वो next time elect हो तो उसे मेरी बात माननी पड़ेगी, and that has to be legit. I mean, I'm not even asking him to kill someone. I'm just asking him to, you know, bring electricity into my area. So that is my aspiration and he has to fulfill if he wants to serve another term in this same area itself, becoming the same minister. Name, next one, the party function as the useful link between people and the government machinery. Suppose आपको कोई problem है सरकार से, so आप directly तो जाके PM को, you know, you can't just say, okay, what have you done? No, right? You will not do that. You will straight away go to a person who is most, you know, who can actually put your opinion in front of the high authority, the higher management, right? So that can be an MLA from any party, from the ruling party. That can be a person who is, you know, working for the party. So party interlinks us and the government, us and the upper management. It's more like that. ठीक है, तो आप अगर इस चीज को इस तरीके से लेना चाहते हैं, अगर आप किसी कंपनी में काम करते हैं, लेट्स से सपोज यू आर वर्किंग फॉर अ कंपनी एंड यू नो यू हैव सम प्रॉब्लम विद योर मैनेजर, you have some problem with your management, so you will straight away go to HR. You will not straight away go to manager, you will go to the HR and you will try to discuss, okay, this is my problem. So HR is more like, you know, they're interlinking you and management. So HR is like a political party over there. Do you understand? So that is how it works, and these are the functions which everyone needs to know. I have put it down here. Just make sure that you're noting it down and you're understanding. If there's any doubt, just do let me know. Okay, let's move on. Okay, this is kind of very interesting. I'll be explaining you what are the different kind of party system that we have in the world. Not just in India, we're talking about in the world. So how many types of party system is what we have around? What we have is single party system, the dual party system, which is two party system, and the multi party system. Single party system बहुत एक famous country है China, जहाँ पर Chinese Communist Party एक party जमा के basically बैठ गई है. So single party system में क्या होता है? There's only one ruling party and it only exists. No other party can, you know, no opposition is permitted. That is more like a dictatorship or autocracy if you say, and which is exactly what is happening in China. Like they only have one party. Even if anyone wants to contest elections in China, they have to take permissions from the Communist Party, which they are usually not granted if they are not following Communist Party, right? So you can't really do that. There's no opposition here. So basically this is more like an autocratic rule कि एक ही party rule करेगी और उसी की बात मानी जाएगी सालों साल. The former USSR, there was only one party, Communist Party, बोल्शेविक्स के द्वारा बनाई गई, व्लादिमिर लेनिन के द्वारा बनाई गई बोल्शेविक्स पार्टी, दैट वाज द ओनली वन पार्टी व्हिच वाज रूलिंग यूएसएसआर थ्रू आउट. आपने 9th क्लास में पढ़ा होगा रशियन रेवोल्यूशन में. Then, so these Cuba, Fidel Castro, you will be reading about that more in class 12th. So yeah, these are the examples of, single party rule. You can say that. Then we have two party system. Very famous is UK. Sorry, very famous is USA. Very, very famous. I guess everyone was following the United States election quite recently that had happened few months ago, right? So there were only two major parties like Republican and Democratic, or सिर्फ दो, or where it is a system of parties where only two parties exist. So people literally have choice, okay, whether they want to vote for this, whether they want to vote for this. Next system that comes into the picture is multi-party system. Now this is the kind of system which gives you a variety and plethora of parties where you can actually choose from. Sometimes it can be really difficult to actually choose a good party because we have abundance of options, right? We have abundance of options, we have abundance of parties. In India we have more than 700 parties, and but we hardly know about them, hardly know about 7, right? 700 parties हैं लेकिन हमें सिर्फ 7 parties के बारे में पता है, टू बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट. सो बहुत सारी ऐसी पार्टीज हैं जो बहुत अच्छा कर रही हैं अपने लेवल पे, लेकिन दे आर नॉट नोन इनफ, or maybe they are integrated into some alliance, they are into some coalition, they are doing good for their areas but they are not known. So that can also happen in multi-party system, which I'm sure is happening in India as well. There are a number of parties which are really doing good, like if we talk about parties, regional parties in Odisha, they are doing extremely good. And if we talk about that, parties in Delhi, they are also doing extremely good, but they are not known. They are not known that much to a national level so that they can function at a national level. Or maybe they are a part of some coalition government, so they don't get any identity of their own. So that's like a little bit that's like a negative part of having a political party or having a multi-party system, कि कई सारी पार्टी जो एक्चुअल में अच्छी हैं वो छुप जाती है बिकॉज उनके पास खुद का कोई ऐसा बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग स्टैंड नहीं होता है, they can't really make it on their own. So that's actually a negative point of having a multi-party system in a country, right? Examples are India, Sri Lanka, France and Italy. These countries have multi-party system. And let's move on. Okay, so that was that was the system. How many systems do we have? Now let me just tell you how many types of political party do we have. There are only two types. One is your ruling, second is your opposition. दो ही होते हैं, जो जीतता है और जो हारता है, ठीक है? लेकिन उससे पहले भी political parties in India, this is in context of India, in case if you want to understand, ये इंडिया के context में चलता है basically. Political parties in India are classified according to the area of influence into two main types. National, at the level of center. State parties at state level. So that's how this works exactly. There's a table which is given over here. If you're talking about political parties, there are only two types, national and state. National parties also has one party which wins, so the ruling party usually wins, and opposition party it loses, right? And similarly the same thing happens in state. There's one party which wins and there's one party which loses, right? So now I guess everyone knows that right now in center the leading party is NDA. It's a coalition, it's an alliance which is made by different parties. Leading party is BJP. Okay, so these are the two types of parties, political parties that we have in India. एक तो state level पे और एक central level पे. Now let's move on and try to understand different kinds of parties. Now this is kind of a little bit tricky क्योंकि आपको समझना पड़ेगा कि एक national party बनने के लिए exactly करना क्या पड़ता है, कितनी votes चाहिए, कितनी seats चाहिए, क्या category है, क्या criteria है, तो ये मैं आपको यहाँ पर बताने वाली हूँ. So please pay attention a little bit. If you don't understand, please put your questions in the comment section. I'll be telling you. बेसिकली नेशनल पार्टीज बनना इट्स नॉट दैट इजी जॉब, थोड़ा सा मुश्किल है. यहाँ पर आपको समझना पड़ेगा कि एक पार्टी को नेशनल पार्टी बनने के लिए क्या क्या पापड़ बेलने पड़ते हैं. सो लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड अबाउट दैट. अ पार्टी व्हिच इज रिकॉग्नाइज्ड एज अ स्टेट पार्टी इन एटलीस्ट 4 states, 4, is recognized as a national party. Suppose मैंने अपनी एक party start करी, the Shweta party, right? Now this party, and I want to make my Shweta party as a national party. Okay, how can I do that in India? I have to win elections in at least 4 states. समझ रहे हो? मुझे 4 स्टेट में इलेक्शंस जीतने पड़ेंगे to recognize my Shweta party as a national party. Well, I'm just kidding. I will not be naming my party as after my name. I will be keeping something cool, but not that. So, even party in the country has to register with Election Commission, while the commission treats all the parties equally. It offers some special facilities to state and national parties. वैसे तो इलेक्शन कमीशन सभी को इक्वली ट्रीट करता है, बट जो भी नेशनल पार्टीज होती हैं, स्टेट पार्टीज होती हैं, उनके लिए थोड़े से अलग रूल्स होते हैं, डिपेंडिंग अपॉन वेदर इट्स अ नेशनल और स्टेट पार्टी. दीज पार्टीज आर गिवन अ यूनिक सिंबल, जैसे कि यू नो ये तो आपको पता ही होगा कौन सी पार्टी का सिंबल है, राइट? You must be knowing this party. I mean, I'm really bad at drawing, so kindly pardon about that. Or maybe, there's Kamal ho gaya, Haath ho gaya, Jhadu ho gayi, all these things. So these are the party symbols which are given to each and every party by election commission to recognize themselves. And that is how we recognize. जब भी हम ये देखते हैं तो हमें पता ही कांग्रेस है. जब भी हम ऐसे, we see like a Kamal खिला हुआ, so we know it's like, it is your BJP, right? And whenever we see like a Jhadu, we see it's up. So as I'm saying that there are more than 700 parties, लेकिन जब भी हमारी जुबान पे एक नाम आता है तो वो सिर्फ 7 parties का नाम आता है. Like we hardly know 7 parties. When we see cycle, we know it's BSP, right? When we see cycle, we know it's Samajwadi Party, SP. Whenever we see cycle, we know it's BSP by Mayawati. So that's actually the thing, right? In 2017, there were 7 recognized national parties. 2017 तक 7 recognized national parties हुआ करती थी, अभी भी हैं, ठीक है? So I'll be telling you the criteria after this, after explaining the state party. Now वो तो था national parties के बारे में. If I talk about state parties, how do you become state party? Now the same Shweta party wants to become a state party. How will it going to do that? और अदर देन द 7 नेशनल पार्टीज, अब 7 नेशनल पार्टीज तो हो चुकी हैं, वो नेशनल लेवल पे है. लेकिन अगर मैं बात करूं स्टेट लेवल की, तो स्टेट लेवल पे कौन कौन सी पार्टी होंगी, that is something which is kind of tricky. Most of the major parties of the country are classified by the election commission as state parties, क्योंकि सारी नेशनल पार्टीज तो नहीं होती हैं, बहुत सारी पार्टीज होती है जो स्टेट पार्टीज भी होती है. So these are commonly referred as regional parties. State region is more like the same thing. एक region की एक party हो गई, like that. A party is recognized as a state party by Election Commission of India based on certain percentage of votes secured on a certain number of seats won in the assembly or Lok Sabha elections. अगर किसी पर्टिकुलर पार्टी ने एक पर्टिकुलर नंबर ऑफ वोट्स और एक पर्टिकुलर नंबर ऑफ सीट्स जीती हैं तो ही वो स्टेट पार्टी बन सकती है. अब ये पर्टिकुलर नंबर ऑफ वोट और पर्टिकुलर नंबर ऑफ सीट क्या है, ये मैं नेक्स्ट स्लाइड में बताने वाली हूँ. Let's talk about that. This is how the parties are recognized. I'm going to be telling you this in very detail. Just make sure that you're listening to it. Okay. So for getting recognition as a national party, or a party has to fulfill any one of the following criteria. Suppose मेरी श्वेता पार्टी को बनना है अब नेशनल पार्टी, उसे इनमें से एक क्राइटेरिया फॉलो करना पड़ेगा. लेट्स लुक एट द क्राइटेरिया. एटलीस्ट 6% ऑफ द वोट्स इन एटलीस्ट 4 states and members to the Lok Sabha. समझ रहे हो? Let me explain that. Total there are 40% voting हुई एक स्टेट में. Let me just explain you like this and change the pen first of all. Okay, let me just try to explain and see if you guys can get it. Okay, so suppose we have 100% जनता in one state. Let's take an example of X state. ठीक है, किसी भी स्टेट का एग्जाम्पल लेते हैं. 100% लोगों में से सिर्फ 40% लोगों ने वोट किया है. ठीक है, जो 18 ईयर्स से एज के ऊपर के लोग हैं, उन 40% लोगों ने वोट किया है, राइट? अब इस 40% में से 40% वोटिंग हैज बीन डन. सॉरी लेट्स टेक एन एग्जांपल, 40% लोग ऐसे हैं जो 18 इयर्स की एज से ऊपर हैं, 18 एंड अबव, राइट। अब इन 40% में से only 10% people have actually voted. Only 10% people have actually voted. So you see the graph usually gets a little bit lower. इस 10% में से अगर किसी पार्टी को नेशनल पार्टी बनना है, ठीक है, तो they have to secure 6% vote in at least 4 states. चारों स्टेट का कंबाइन करके, तो अगर ये 4 स्टेट इंटू 4 करते हैं तो 40% अगर लोगों ने वोट, 40% वोटिंग हुई है, तो 40% में से 6% सीट्स, 6% वोट्स इनको चाहिए. I'm really bad at maths, so you guys can actually calculate it. So this is going to be the formula, right? 24 by and this is how it's going to be happening. You can actually do that. I'm really bad at maths. So 24 divided by 10. You can actually try to do that. So at least कम से कम उतने वोट लोगों को चाहिए होंगे, उतनी सीट्स चाहिए होंगी 4 स्टेट में कम से कम to become a member of Lok Sabha and to become a national party. So they at least they need 6% vote in at least 4 states. तो अगर चारों स्टेट में अगर 20% वोटिंग हुई है आउट ऑफ 100%, जितना भी परसेंटेज है उसमें से 6% वोटिंग चाहिए ही चाहिए चारों स्टेट्स के मिला के, सॉरी, ठीक है, 6% लाइक दैट, ओके. एंड मेंबर्स टू द लोक सभा ऑल्सो, दैट इज हाउ दे कैन बिकम द मेंबर. इन द इलेक्शन ऑफ लोक सभा, अगर कोई लोकसभा के इलेक्शन में खड़ा हो रहा है, एटलीस्ट 2% मेंबर फ्रॉम 2% members from at least 3 states are elected to Lok Sabha. ठीक है, this is how it happens, right? So if somebody wants to contest elections from Lok Sabha, for Lok Sabha, so 2% members ही elect हो पाएंगे, और वो 2% members को elect होने के लिए कम से कम 3 states से जीतना पड़े, like 3 states, उस पार्टी को एटलीस्ट 3 states से जीतना पड़ेगा if you want to become a member of Lok Sabha. So उस पर्टिकुलर पार्टी को, that's how it is going to be. Recognition as a state party, at least 4 states. अगर आपको स्टेट पार्टी बनना है तो 4 स्टेट में you guys have to win, right? If you want to become a national party, you need either 6%, you need 6% vote and 4 states में सीट. 6% वोटिंग भी चाहिए और 4 स्टेट में सीट भी चाहिए, जीतना भी चाहिए. 6% वोटिंग भी चाहिए और 4 स्टेट में जीतना भी चाहिए. इनमें से और नहीं होता है, ये एंड होता है, ठीक है. सो प्लीज ये मत सोचना वेदर इन दोनों में से कोई भी क्राइटेरिया चलेगा, ये दोनों क्राइटेरिया फुलफिल होने चाहिए इन ऑर्डर टू बिकम अ नेशनल पार्टी. दे नीड टू सिक्योर 6% वोट इन द लोकसभा इलेक्शन एंड ऑल्सो दे नीड टू विन फ्रॉम 4 स्टेट्स. अदरवाइज तो बहुत ईजी हो जाएगा, 6% वोट लाना इज वेरी ईजी. तो ये तो फुलफिल करना ही है, इसके अलावा 4 स्टेट में जीतना भी है. So that's the thing. ये थोड़ा सा trick part है. So if you really understand that, that's how you can win. Okay, let's move on and try to understand the last part of its topic, which is the role of opposition parties in democracy. अब उन parties का क्या जो हार गई? They did not win. What about those kind of parties? What happens to those parties? So those parties become those parties become opposition. Those parties become opposition. That is what exactly happens. So in a democracy there में बहुत सारी parties होती हैं, 2 parties भी हो सकती है, multi-party system भी हो सकती है. The ruling party wins as they receive the majority of the vote, and the other parties which does not receive the votes, which does not receive the majority, they came to be known as the opposition party. अब इनका role क्या होता है? The leader of the opposition party occupied a prominent place in all the democratic forms of the government. He enjoys the rank of a cabinet minister. He opposes the wrong policy of the ruling party, which affects the general public. So this is what exactly happens. As the chairman of the Public Accounts Committee questions the functioning of government departments and examines the public money used for well-being of the people. So a person who is actually functioning as an opposition leader can question the ruling party कि आप कर क्या रहे हैं. अगर ऐसा कभी भी लगता है ऑपोजिशन पार्टी को कि whether you are doing something wrong, so they can actually question, they can voice out their opinions about it. Apart from that, similarly, he plays an important role to select the chairman and members of the Central Vigilance Commission, chairperson and members of the Information Commission. ये कुछ additional roles हैं एक opposition party leader के. Then the opposition parties reflect genuine demands and concern of the people to play a constructive role in a democracy. So अगर कभी भी opposition party को लगता है कि कुछ गलत हो रहा है, whether something needs to be changed, so they can actually go ahead and try to influence the ruling party to change their decision. That depends upon the ruling party whether they want to do that, but this is what they can do, right? So that was all about the chapter. In case if there's any doubt, all the notes are mentioned here. Please make sure that you are trying to understand at least each and everything. In case if you don't understand a specific point, do let me know. I'll be helping you out with that. So before I end this session, let me just explain you something really interesting. So guys, in case if you have not taken a subscription, this is the chance. Please take the subscription. But before that, let me just explain you something about Unacademy Ask a Doubt, which is a very cool feature. In case guys, especially for all those people who are having science and maths doubt and you really don't understand कि यार करना क्या है, इतनी सारी questions हैं, इतने सारे कुछ समझ में ही नहीं आ रहा है. So this is the new feature which can really help you a lot. All you have to do is to go to Unacademy application. You have to download the Unacademy application in case you have not downloaded. There will be an option on the home page which is what we call as Ask a Doubt, right? तो जैसे ही आप home page पे जाओगे, एक option आएगा आपके पास Ask a Doubt का, and through which you can actually take a picture, choose it from the gallery and ask your doubt. You can crop your questions. That is what you can do. Apart from that, you can actually highlight that particular question whichever you want to ask the doubt from. Apart from that, you can choose the category where the question falls under. चाहे वो question maths का है, science का है, या फिर chemistry का है, physics का है, you can actually choose the subcategory. Apart from that, all you have to just do is to wait till the time you receive the solution. So it's a very cool feature. Apart from that, guys, here we come with a very interesting thing. So now the most important part is the Unacademy subscription, the pricing. All those people who have just come to class 10th or who are moving to class 11th from class 10th, this is the very important information, guys. Right now, this is actually the best time to take the subscription because the subscription prices will be increased very soon. Apart from that, if you take the subscription for more than 6 months, you will get an option to take the subscription through EMI. तो आप मंथली पे कर सकते हो, आपको एक बार पे करने की जरूरत नहीं है. You can actually convert your entire money into equated monthly installment and you can actually pay it very nicely. Eventually, if you apply a referral code over here, which is SS Live 10, you will be getting 10% of discount. And ये जो सब्सक्रिप्शन 15,000 का है आपका, ये 15,000 minus 10% हो जाएगा 13,500. और अगर आपको और डिस्काउंट चाहिए तो बेसिकली आप अपने क्रेडिट्स यूज कर सकते हो गाइज, which will be 10% again of the total value. So once you use your credits, you will be able to get like a good discount. And if you divide it with the entire 12 months, it's going to cost you, approximately less than 1,500 for 1 month for the entire year, which is an extremely super deal. So just make sure that you are taking the subscription right now. There are many courses which are coming up live on every Monday. So take the subscription, guys. In case if there's any doubt, please do let me know. In the comment section, I will help you out with that. Apart from that, there's one more subscription which is what we call as iconic subscription. अभी iconic के साथ क्या होता है कि you get a personal mentor which is specifically assigned to you, and they help you in each and everything. You get live doubt solving sessions. You can attend all these live doubt solving sessions to discuss your academic doubts. Then you also get your weekly report generated. Apart from that, there's a parent connect, so the parents can get in touch with your personal mentor to discuss your performance. Apart from that, there's a study planner made just for you. And let's not forget, you get all the benefits from Unacademy. So guys, if you like this session, please make sure, if you want me to come up with more such topics and give you a little bit of insights about various other topics, take the subscription, get in touch with me, message me, on Telegram, in the inbox. I will reply you as soon as I see it. Apart from that, the only catch is iconic subscription starts with the 3 months of time period. But again, it's very worth it because right, the amount of inspection that you get, the amount of attention that you get, you really don't get it anywhere for all the subjects, for everything possible, right? Again, you have to take at least 6 months of subscription to pay through EMI, and you can again apply this referral code SS Live 10 to get the 10% discount, and if you want, you can add your credits to it to get more discount, guys. Okay, so just make sure that you are adding, you are making your credits, and just make sure. Okay, apart from that, let's start. So guys, please do not forget to take your subscription, and do let me know once you have subscribed to it. You can apply my referral code SS Live 10 to get 10% of discount on Unacademy Plus and Iconic subscription. So guys, let's not forget and join Unacademy as soon as possible. Try all these features for free by using this referral code. Download the Unacademy app right now. Please make sure that I'm going to be seeing you in the next few classes very soon. So have a nice day to all of you. Enjoy, take care of yourself, stay safe. If you guys have any doubts, comment sections are just for you. I'm going to be seeing them. So I'll see you all in the next session. Have a nice day, and I hope you enjoyed it. Bye bye. Take care of yourself. Stay healthy. Stay safe. Bye bye. Let's crack it.